Toe meets leather, and we're underway.
And the Tim play as he begins his hunt for the Heisman.
Bison are going to keep it on the ground, Q, on the first play of the football game. TK Marshall, your screen. On second down, Miller surveys, finds a man underneath. Wide open, Marshall with real estate ahead of him. Marshall caught from behind and dragged down at the 20-yard line. Went to the semifinals a season ago. On 1st and 10, they gash the front and pick up about 5 or 6. Miller out of the shotgun. They send a man in motion. Tipped away and incomplete. Intended for Stoffel.
They're really excited about this revamped pass rush. Let's see it.
Miller's going to hand it off and nowhere to go. So they do pick up a couple.
And Levante Bentley in the middle just sort of slices through. But it's a nice job up front, taking up double teams, occupying space to allow the middle linebacker.
From the left hash. And he knocks it through. Of Jimmy Horn right there, back for the kickoff return. Horn, a returnee from last year for Coach Deion Sanders. We'll watch this one go over his head and out the back of the end zone. It'll be Travis Hunter lining up to the bottom of your screen in the 3-by-1 out of the backfield. It's complete. And a nice gain to Traylon Miller.
Coming in, expect a big year, and Eli Mostert, the best player on defense for North Dakota State.
Nice run here by Miller with his second touch of the ball game.
Of Shador last year.
There he is, number 12. Charlie Offerdahl, the lone back. On 3rd down and 4, trying to stay on the field. A gaping hole up the middle, and Offerdahl picks up the first down with a carry of 5.
Watch the combination here in the middle. There is a wide open hole. It's a revamped offensive line. 5 new starters, essentially. Hank Zelinski's job opened up a hole on 3rd down.
Horn in motion. Sanders gets it out to Horn on the edge. And a nice gain of about 8, maybe. Sanders gets it out quick, complete. Wester stays on his feet and gave them a little bit of important.
LeJontay Wester, and the great ball placement allows Wester to cut up the field. How about the physicality by the
Shermer, the new offensive coordinator for Colorado. Pressure coming. Shador gets out a dart, complete to Hunter. On the move, showing him his shoe bottoms. Buffaloes crib it. Touchdown. Colorado, his 10th overall. And the Buffaloes taking a 7-3 lead. Quarter. And the Bison will take it. Got into field goal range and scored a field goal on their opening drive. And they're going to run the option. Miller gets it out underneath, complete to Henderson. Henderson with a good burst and pushed out of bounds by Bryce Lance, the brother of Trey Lance. In motion right now, number 5. They expect big things, and here he is on the jet sweep. And a good game of about, as long as you don't end up on the other side of the highlight reel. 2nd and 2. Quick slant, complete for the first down. Out near midfield, it's Braylon Henderson with his, comes from an athletic background. 1st down and 10. Between the tackles, a gain of about 2 yards. That pressure coming from the Buffaloes. They try to get to Miller, but he got it out in time, and with prolific results down to the 33. Stoffel with the
4 interceptions through the air.
On 1st and 10. Underneath again, it's the same guy. Henderson has a little bit of room, cuts back. Sanders pushing him out of bounds at the 6-yard. 1st and goal from the 6. Miller keeps it himself and is going to be sacked. That's going to be a loss of about 2 on the play. Peyton, the backup QB at some point, but this is Miller.
How about Savion Riley against an offensive lineman getting off the block and beating
the helmeted sideline communication. He gets the carry, and he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Miller, touchdown Bison. Stoffel with the catch. We had a feeling coming in here, Roddy, that they would be unflappable, that they would not be situations and responded in the past. 1st and 10, Buffaloes. They keep it on the ground. Dallan Hayden, the
national championship.
See the use of the tablet on the sidelines. One of the changes this year in college football. Shedeur Sanders over the middle of the field. Horn on the catch at the other end. The connection and a touchdown.
Protect Shedeur Sanders. You're going to get a safety blitz coming from here. And Dallan Hayden does just good enough against the blitz to be able to give Shedeur Sanders enough time to throw it down the field. Jimmy Horn, is so open that all you have to do is put it in the area code, and then he does the rest. The fastest guy on this Colorado offense shows off the speed to get in the end zone.
The extra point good by Alejandro. And the Bison will run this one back. Raja Nelson brought down at about the 23-yard line. A little counter. Penu brought down right near the line of scrimmage in the party. Better late than never. 2nd and 9. Miller showing his running ability. There's a flag down. Miller brought down. Pardon me.
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense, number 90. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the run. 1st down.
A personal foul against the Buffaloes on the play.
Right here in the middle is where it happens. The push is good initially. His hands get high. It's going to tack on 15 more.
2 minutes to go. First quarter, Miller throwing off a different platform and now scrambling. Slides in safely to about 6 from the 43. A lot of formation, but no motion on that one.
And a big opportunity here on 3rd down.
Miller on 3rd and 7. Escapes and finds a man for the 1st down. Stoffel
on the touchdown to Travis. I mean, we come up and tackle, take a better angle at safety, we're going to be okay.
Your big guys can win this game, but the speed differential in
Peyton out of the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down right around the 34-yard line by Bentley. Miller on the move a little bit. There's a flag on the far side of
Offside, defense, number 50, lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
That's going to go against Dayon Hayes, the Pitt transfer, who had 12 sacks a season ago for Coach Narducci. One more look, he lined up off sides.
Yeah, he's there on the edge, just lines up in the neutral zone. And how big could that loom? You got the 3rd down stop that you needed.
Number 3, they run the jet sweep. Peyton completes it to Raja Nelson, the motion man, and he'll move the chain. Nelson out to the top of your screen on 1st and 10. Miller back in, keeps it himself between the tackles. Those defensive players trying to see Travis Hunter at the bottom of your screen. He's played in all 32 plays so far. Miller keeps it. Got a good block. Touchdown, Bison.
The tight end coming from the backside as well.
12:07 to go in the 1st half. Shedeur Sanders has not had an incompletion. He's 5 for 5 so far, but he spent a lot of time on the sidelines. 5 of 5. They come out in 10 personnel again. 1 running back, no tight ends. They run it to the right side of that offensive line over Tyler Bridgewell.
Certainly is. Every single ranked team in the Big 12 is on that schedule.
2nd and 4. Nice run by Hayden. It's 3rd and 1. Wester in motion. They're going to keep it on the ground, and they're not going to make it. The impervious defensive front led by Eels. First early defining moment. They keep it on the ground. Oh, it's going to be close. Not sure that Hayden got there. Bison lining up out of the eye. Burmeyer leading the way for number 25, Brown. And they roll up their sleeves and play a little smash.
2 backs, 2 tight ends, playing big boy smash mouth.
Out of the eye again. And it's Brown again. Landry, the offensive coordinator, has told Miller, you don't have to be a superhero. Just make the basic play, keeps it this time, and will pick up another Bison for first down and 10. Miller to the short side of the field. A nice catch on the sidelines. A gain of out of the I formation again. Gain of 1 on the play by Penu. Henderson in motion. Miller under duress. And incomplete. And a late flag. Had him on the move. Here's the call.
After the play, we have a dead ball, personal foul, late hit, number 21 of the defense. That penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Let's bring in Matt Austin, our rules analyst.
Or gives them another opportunity to convert.
Sets up a 1st and goal. Miller with a play fake. Into the end zone and incomplete.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense number 88. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Back of the 14. Miller on the keep.
Holding. Offense number 1. 10-yard penalty. Enforcement end of the run. 2nd down.
Second penalty against the Bison.
This hold gets called.
Yes.
Clearly gets the jersey of Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter ends up slinging him down. The damage had been done. Braylon Henderson.
Miller on the quarterback draw. Made a move on Shiloh Sanders, but couldn't get past him. This Buffalo defense has been on the field for most of this first half. Little misdirection going nowhere fast. Sacked back at the 21-yard line is Nelson. Line up to the bottom of your screen. Miller goes through his progression. Lance leaping for the catch, but it's going to be short of his first attempt from 36. This one coming from about 30. And he knocks it through good to make it 20-14. As long as you don't have to do cleanup duty like the crew did before the game in the run-up. 4:33 to go in the opening half, and it'll be 1st and 10. Mike got to stay caged up for me. First down and 10 for Shedeur Sanders. Horn on the other end of that catch. Out across midfield. Trips at the 40. Snell again. 1 tailback, no tight ends for the Buffaloes. Sanders gets it out quickly to Travis Hunter, who has played in every play. They're totally impressed with his quarterback, Shedeur Sanders, who he says prepares like a pro. Down the sideline for Hunter, who is getting tutorials from Terrell Owens.
He does.
3rd and 4 for Sanders. And he's going to be sacked back in midfield at the 50-yard line. The ball game for North Dakota State. First punt of the game for the Buffaloes. Braylon Henderson calls for the fair catch at about themselves. Maybe the best tackle in high school coming out. And Seaton, who's starting at left tackle. He's only been. All right, guys, holding it down in the studio. 2nd and 5 for the Bison. They lacerate that defensive front and pick up another first down. 1st and 10. Taking a shot down the sidelines. Incomplete for Bryce Lance. 2nd and 10. Quick slant complete to number 3. 3rd and 2. They keep it on the ground, and the Buffaloes defense makes it 4.
The interior of this defensive line. Creating push into the backfield and forcing a 4th and short. Now North Dakota State's got a bit of a decision here.
Feet. He doesn't need much time. Wester back for this punt. He'll watch it bounce at the 22. And it takes a Bison Karam all the way inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line, 8 yards away. And a couple of timeouts remaining. They set up the screen out of the end zone, trying to get to the edge. Offerdahl making the... Offerdahl, one of the OBs, the original Buffaloes. On the out, man, what a rope complete to Will Shepherd. So a 3rd and 4. Sanders stepping up. Pulls. Complete at the 24-yard line for the first down. Blitz coming off the edge. Sanders delivers complete. And this time Shepherd stays in bounds and picks up the first down. With 30 seconds to play, an 11-yard pickup.
You can just see the processing ability of Shedeur Sanders at the line, making a check to make sure they had any potential blitz picked up. And then when the blitzers bail, knowing exactly where to go with the football.
Clean pocket. Keeping his eyes downfield. Sanders finally throws it out of bounds. They run a twist. Sanders elusive. Fires, got his man. And a good move down to the 39-yard line. First down pickup, Wester to go.
This is just purely the magic of Shedeur. I mean, it's almost immediate pressure coming from his left. He escapes out, avoids another rusher, has the poise to stop behind the line of scrimmage, and then that's an absolute dart.
Man.
And afterwards, I think one thing that's underrated about this guy is his toughness. The amount of times that he got hit last year.
From the 40. Sanders gets it off down the middle. Caught at the 8-yard line. Jimmy Horn. For them. This one is a low line drive, but it's cash. Championships to their credit. This was never going to be a walk in the park, and it'll be 1st and 10. Horn.
Coach John Healer of the Denver Post.
You don't like us, man. Why do you do this to yourself?
Come on.
Like, it would be hard for me to really engage in someone I don't like or something I don't like. I'm just asking why.
Questioned and attacked his faith and subsequently went over the line, and thus his actions as a result. That's what he told us. As to the
of Deion Sanders at Colorado, incredibly important game.
Shedeur steps up. And tackled on North Dakota State of mid. Hunter at the bottom of your screen. Shedeur comes back the other way to Hunter. Makes the catch. What a grab. 1st and goal, Buffaloes.
Tight man coverage down the field, and you can see the strength of Travis Hunter. Last little shove at the end.
Will Shepherd is their tallest target. They're going to keep it on the ground. And down to the 5-yard line is Miller. Braylon Miller, who they think of as a 4 wideouts in the formation. Sanders into the end zone for Hunter. Well covered, incomplete. Setting up a 3rd and goal.
Does he take that matchup?
Sanders pulls, incomplete, and picked off. It takes a crazy Karam into Kubitz's hands. And they kill the drive in the end zone. Players. 2-yard gain on the play for TK Marshall. What?
Breaking that way.
Great point. Across the formation, the pass complete to Nelson. Made a nice move to set up a 3rd down at about 4.
Horn.
On 3rd down. And they get a sack. Their first one of the game. The block bully. There's Warren Sapp loving it.
Warren Sapp absolutely loves it because it's what he used to do. Be a bully in the middle. Get push on the guard. Win your one-on-one battle, and when there's great coverage downfield, finish it with the sack. Chidozie Nwankwo with a great job, a great individual effort.
Steindorf with the punt, a line drive. Wester watches it bounce. And it's going to be down at about the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. It's underway here in the 3rd quarter. Mark Jones, Roddy Jones, Quint Kesenick down to the field. The season opener for both these teams. Sanders wide open. Room service downfield. and all the way down to the 28. The catch by Jimmy Horn. They got it back in a rush.
It's cover two. These guys split, and Jimmy Horn just goes right down the middle. And Shedeur Sanders, all he has to do is put it in the area and let Jimmy Horn make the catch. He has had an incredible afternoon.
Sanders gets it out quickly into the flat. Nice couple of cuts and a nice first down run by Wester, who's to the ball resting at the 20. Sanders escapes and steps out of bounds. Hunter at the bottom of your screen. A gaping, yawning hole in the middle. And a nice run by Dallan Hayden. Sanders pulls it out into the end zone. Touchdown, Hunter!
Unbelievable ball skills and trust from Shedeur Sanders. Marcus Shepard has pretty good coverage, but his back is turned. Shedeur throws it to the inside. Travis Hunter throws the defender to the side and makes the catch.
Buffaloes retake the lead.
He's been great on the offensive side.
Getting a quick breather right now on the sidelines. The Bison will have a chance to run this one back. Nelson brought down at about the 24-yard line.
During the return, holding receiving team number 14. That penalty will be enforced 10 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
Stretching, physiotherapy, and bring it all back for practice.
Talk about Heisman hopefuls and Heisman favorites.
On 2nd and 4. Carey, impressive young man. 3rd and short. And it's a quarterback keep. Miller will pick up the first. Henderson in motion. Miller over the middle. Finds him across the formation and brought down.
Because you are not coming up in this house. Let's go.
It's Dreamville for you. Run to the outside. New again. On 2nd and 4, Hunter. First down and 10. Miller with a clean pocket steps up. And he has been really productive with his legs tonight. A great talent on that offensive line for North Dakota State. Miller on the keep. Great handiwork. Williams the tight end. Short pass complete. And nowhere to go that time for
to the tight end. Shiloh Sanders right here. He's going to get blocked by a tight end coming out, but just sees it all the way and tackles the receiver in the flat, set up 3rd down.
Yeah, loss of 1 on the play. Well, they get the play off in time or not. There's a flag down. I'm not.
Prior to the snap, delay of game, offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
A costly and Roddy on 3rd and 8 now. Almost a sack on Miller. Lunges, but won't make it for the first down.
Characteristic penalty for North Dakota State that led to it as well.
Ante Wester back for this punt. Last time they did a directional punt, and this one will go into the end zone. It'll come out 1st and 10 on the 53-yard of serenity and comfort to his loved ones.
Community know what he meant to this game.
Sanders underneath, and a nice catch by Wester. CS with 9 national championships. On 3rd and 1, they're going to pick up the first down. They moved the chain. Lost 5 times in 1 possession football game. 2nd down and 10. Sanders over the middle, complete. That's Offerdahl again, a little bit short of the first down. Setting up a 3rd.
Just the ball well, pass protects well, obviously runs it well.
They're going to run it on 3rd down. Offerdahl lacerating that front defensively and picks up 5. They feel that they've established a culture here. Shedeur, what a pass to Will Shepard.
Blemish.
Hands it off this time to his tailback, Dallan Hayden. Picks up 2 yards on the play. Blitz off the edge. He gets it out quickly, complete, and a missed tackle on Hayden, who picks up the first down. In the field, writhing in some pain.
It's great recognition by Shedeur Sanders. He's got to throw hot off of a free rusher. Kubit's not able to bring down Dallin Hayden, one of those high-level transfers coming over at the running back position, coming over from Ohio State. And Kubitz, who is the green dot, the communicator in the middle of this North Dakota State defense, down after the play.
10th play of the drive. Sanders delivers downfield, knocked away at the last moment by Marcus Gully. 7 in a row before that incompletion. 2nd and 10. Completes this. Oh, wow. Spoke a little bit early. Usually Travis Hunter time. Sanders caught. They're going to rule it.
Line before the snap. Watch the left side. It was very close to the naked eye. Of course, it's Travis Hunter.
Sanders completes it. Nice catch, Miller.
I mean, you could convince me that way too.
Sanders. Couple of fakes and tackled hard. Rolling forward to about the... Into the end zone. A flag on the play.
There are fouls on both teams. Ineligible receiver down the field. Offense number 56. Holding. Defense number 17. Those penalties offset. First down.
And inexorable drive. 15th play. They're going to keep it on the ground and run it. Not much happening in the middle. 2nd and goal. Sanders puts his foot in the ground, but is going to be stopped up short of the end zone at about the 4-yard line once again. They just get it off into the end zone. Contact. What a catch! A miraculous, implausible, impossible catch by 12. The replay here.
This is a desperation throw. The play clock's running down.
Come on.
That's unbelievable. That's a glitch in EA Sports College Football 25.
Mata with the extra point and a little more breathing room for the Buffaloes, leading by 11. Quarterback Cam Miller, among others, has kept them in this game. No worries. From Utah to Florida, this huddle is based on a fortified rotation. They keep it on the ground again. Brown with another effort.
Ollie Gordon at Oklahoma State. It's going to be a fun year in the Big 12.
6:47 to go. Out of the backfield, Miller completes the pass to Brown. Brown moves the chains again. Bison trying to get back into this, working against the clock. Miller's going to keep it on the predetermined quarterback run. He'll pick up about 3
of the Aggies.
Colorado coming with a little bit of a pressure there, and a good tackle in the open field.
Have not allowed this North Dakota State offense to have nearly the success through the air that they did in the first. And now,
on 3rd and 2, they're going to run it and come up short. So Cole Payton in the ball game for North Dakota State. They have to get this first down to stay alive. And Payton gets that and then some. Puts his hat down. They fake the jet sweep. Payton is going to be sacked. Still on his feet to no avail. The 2nd sack of the night. And 15 on the loss of 5. Miller back in the ball game. Surveys, pulls, completes it down to the 19.
2-minute timeout as well.
One of the new wrinkles, but nowhere to go. Trevor Woods right there to make the tackle for the...
Only 2 timeouts because it looks like they're going to score before the 2-minute timeout.
Miller on the move. Plenty of real estate. Touchdown! Brown in the backfield. Miller rolls out. Incomplete. So the margin remains. Eli Ozick with the kick. And he booms it into the end zone. So Shedeur Sanders will... Out of the backfield, complete. Nice move out to the 25 by Hunter. After the game for SportsCenter. 2nd and 10 for Sanders. Little receiver bubble screen. Great coverage on the edge that time on Wester to keep hold and possession. Off the play fake. Surveying. Nowhere to go. Going the wrong way. Sanders pulls. Got a man. Contact. And a flag. There's buying himself time here.
Pass interference, defense, number 35, 15-yard penalty enforced from the previous spot, 1st down.
Sanders has a man, and it's incomplete. No flag on the play. This time they keep it on the ground, but they get back to the line of scrimmage. That was Hayden, so we're looking
back somewhere around 50 seconds.
Sanders gets it out quickly, complete, got a block on the edge. Horn is going to come up a little bit short. Jimmy Horn. Fair catch called back at the 8-yard line by Braylon Henderson, who's
so vaunted to go to work.
Hayes going to pin his ears back and come after the quarterback. Miller got hit, but he delivered a strike complete to Bryce Lance.
1st down to reset the chains.
A 20-yard gain on that. Miller has a man open at the 45, and he's brought down immediately. That's Henderson. 47. They'll spike it again. But right here, 9 seconds to go.
Got a time for 2 quick plays here if you can get to the sideline.
Miller, a little miscommunicate. Miller out of the shotgun. 5 seconds to go. He gets it off. It's short of the end zone. They wrestle for it, but time has expired, and the Buffaloes will win it. They close the deal. It came down to the final play of the game. And